Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to begin where we started off last time. Everything should be up and running. Hopefully, we do not have any technical issues today. Really wish I could ask our TV. Last we left off, we found a bunch of goblins under the grove and dealt with them. When we just found Zoru, which is a tiefling that Lae'Zel wants to talk to. So we have to ask somebody to leave. I'm gonna have it be Gale since he is
talented, of
a
course.
front
They're
line,
sometimes too eager
and
to
so
listen
is
to the
Lae'Zel.
devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Not all warlocks follow devils, but okay.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
You should not.
I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
Good luck.
Light on my feet.
I think Gale is actually the one that has all
The
of
Githyanki
Lae'Zel's
people
stuff.
have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Well, that's just rude.
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
I would like to go to this library.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage.
Well, I know what what my character is doing, but I guess
The Githyanki possess an
what I'm doing
eternity of
after
knowledge.
we get rid of the
Yet we still
parasite.
collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Yeah, I want to go.
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative
you
we
do.
locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Or do both. Both is good. Always do both. Always ask questions. Not asking questions is how someone ends up like you. Delusional.
It is done.
So she is to the point, which I appreciate. We should probably find her belongings. Which is in the chest that is over here. I'll give them to her before we level up. Yeah, you did have her stuff. There you go.
Assume
Okay,
nothing.
now we can level her up. Battle Master. Tactical superiority, deploy a wide array of combat maneuvers to dominate fight. Weaving magic into attacks. We have plenty of magic. Hard hitting. I do appreciate the idea of tactical maneuvers. Superiority dice. Tell an ally to strike. Disarm a weapon. Distract and get advantage. Post disadvantage on melee attacks. Attempt to attack, get advantage. Deal more damage. Goading a target. Frightening. Pushing. Gain temporary hit points. Attacking when an attack misses you. Multiple enemies and 2 trip. So we get 3. I like these 3.
Can't give up now.
Okay, now she can go and interrogate Zaru. I can't imagine this is going to go very well.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
We are not on Kresh Kalir, and no one is obligated to bow to you. She did say she wanted to interrogate.
Lower. You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Trying to force him into formalities is a waste of time. But and we are supposed to help these people. If she causes a fight that would cause a lot of trouble, then we won't be able to help them. So I don't necessarily need to take over though.
Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
This is very unnecessary.
You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Quiet, Arthur.
Cool your
I mean,
blood.
Mr. Arya.
I'll indulge you soon enough.
Please. I've been through enough.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
That is fair.
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough? The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
There. Hello, Captain. There's no reason to make fun of someone's pronunciation.
Should mind my steps. Something's on my mind.
Looks like a blacksmith.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas,
I take your
my
word for it.
offerings are far more humble these days.
Magic shield would be good for Shadowheart. We have a decent amount of money too. I do really like these arrows. I do want to get Shadowheart a better weapon. This might be good, at least for now. Don't know when we're going to be able to run into more stuff. But we'll let her have that for now. That will hopefully be useful. I'm not going to sell his story. Wooden tools for blacksmithing would not be very efficient. I guess we didn't really need this because all of us have cantrips we could use. Just in case, I'll give it to... Oh no, Astarion. Yeah, that's okay. So, Shadowheart and Shadowheart. Lae'Zel's not gonna get anything because I'm just going to send her back. This is the parasite. It's in orange. It's rare, but all the other rare things are in blue. There was something else we came across that was also in orange.
What's
What was
next, I
it?
wonder?
Oh, here. So perhaps weird artifacts are in orange? I didn't see this when I was selling stuff. And I don't ever see the artifact either. Well, I'll have everybody equipped now.
I'm ready.
I do need to get her better armor as well, but another time.
No, never mind.
You can leave now.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
So you have been indoctrinated to believe, I'm sure.
Chook, you believe you can survive without me?
I know it, actually.
As you say, do not keep me waiting. If not over, then through.
How can I help? With pleasure. Lead on.
Very nice. So we'll finish exploring, looking around.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Thank you.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
I have something to ask.
Auntie.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
Thank you.
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
She does seem If she makes potions, she's probably very medically inclined.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up.
Okay.
Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
More healing potions would be nice. Can't have too many invisibility potions. I do like this, but I just got the nature snare. Although +2 bonus to saving throws would be nice. Although the being able to restrain is also nice, but I don't know how big the potential is, how often it could possibly happen. Will of accuracy. Mind reading will be helpful. Antidote. Let's take one of these. Evidently my nature snare is more expensive. We'll see how well the ensnaring does before we come back.
Take care now, sweetie.
Thank you.
We're exposed now.
I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
Okay.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
That is okay.
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
That is fair.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor,
I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk.
All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Well, I am more skilled than you.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
What if I'm not dead?
Yeah, right.
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
What happened?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
How do you know it's ugly
Or
then?
I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Slapping a child is unnecessary, especially since you don't have evidence that they took
You
it.
threatening me?
Uh-oh.
Him all at once. You won't be so lucky. Get out of the way.
Gods, don't bleed over the thing. It's just tin and glass. Here, take it. Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about. Kid's lucky you were here.
Let's not do that old bucket.
Hmm. Running back to their hideout.
Easy money. Yeah, right.
There were 3 of them. Is that the girl with them? I think it is.
Can't wait to get
Damn goblins!
It was.
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard. Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
Hmm.
Wound looks clean. Small mercies.
Who would I win against? One gorilla or 100 people with no weapons?
No helping it. We're exposed now. Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better to lose.
Can't wait to get back to the gate.
Either way, whether it was one gorilla or 100 people, I would still win.
Get to Baldur's Gate. Where are we enlisted?
At least in my normal form anyway. As I am right now in the game, I'm probably just the one gorilla.
You're too honest to be a mercenary.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this
Which
far
one?
gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd
I
need an
suppose
army
we'll
of
have
our
to
own
see.
to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter.
Goblins
It's no
typically
small
tend to
thing
gather
to
in
ask,
hordes.
but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. This isn't a Avernus.
No, sir. At least the monsters there looked like monsters. Goblins not. So many ways to die.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
So either way, you're dead.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already.
I am
I
not
don't see
either.
the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us.
Sure.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So many ways to die.
I suppose. Oh, everybody wants to climb up here. Bye. I wonder what she's doing all the way up here by herself. Another eagle. Who's that? Karlach. This is a trail. Looks like I had to go around. I did want to check out those goblin tracks. Supposed to do something over here. Probably go meet Karlach.
Do you
She looks injured.
Baldur's Gate is starring? sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
Yeah, that sounds like Arthur. I mean, Astarion.
Good to get back then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Hmm. I can't get down without injuring myself. Where? That looks like where we fought. Oh, there's the door. And pretty sure. There we go.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
That is one way to look at it.
Always room for more.
Where did the people go? They were just here.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Another parasite.
Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Hmm. Well, I know that it could be strengthening and nourishing. But it might not be a good idea to indulge. Especially because of the big risk of becoming a mind flayer, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to try this. Oh dear. I can't imagine one more is going to automatically turn us.
No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Oh dear. Oh, we didn't even
Abandon their hosts
consume it.
as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests.
Well, where did the people that were here go? They seem to have run off. Where? We should probably explore everything we can over here first, so that we don't have to go back and forth everywhere. It really is a shame that I can't transform. There's going to be a lot of jumping involved, and I don't have a ton of strength for it. But if I could just turn into a bird and fly, then it won't be a problem. I do not know if I would call the parasite a little guy. Oh. Hello.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
He is either a fae or a fiend.
Smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't
Yeah,
they?
definitely a fae or a fiend.
Well met. I am
Hello.
Raphael. Very much at your service.
I would not call the parasite cute, but to each their own.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a
Thank
chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Okay.
Come. There, middle of somewhere.
Devil. Or fiend. Probably devil.
The house of hope, where the tired come to
Yeah.
rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
No, I have 6 more days.
Are you not entertained?
No, never.
Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
Okay, yeah.
What's better than a devil you
Yeah,
don't
cool.
know? A devil you do.
That
Am
is
I
fair.
a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A
Extreme.
rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull,
I suppose
2
that's fair.
tenants, and no solution in sight.
Mind
I
flayers
could
become
fix it all
one with their
like that.
elder brain. I'm not quite sure that we can easily kill a devil that just transported us to the hells without a portal. That takes some serious magic. Unless all of this is an illusion, which is possible. But again, takes some serious magic power. And we are level 3. So and I'm not particularly keen with taking a devil's deal when we have a crash and a healer that are our current solutions that we're looking at.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind. before it's changed for you.
Well, I
Try to
have
cure
6 days.
yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair,
This devil really likes to hear
when
himself
you
talk.
come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All
I do not think they
pretty
can
little
laugh.
symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they?
Well,
One
obviously
might
not.
say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay.
The necklace matches the sigil in that cave. The Harpers were busy.
Or Harper's, huh?
That might be worth a look.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth. The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
Oh. Just to take a spider egg? I think I'm good. Okay. I do not need to disturb a missile of spider webs. You look around and we honestly haven't gotten that far. Can't get up there, it seems.
What's in here? I don't like the look of a couple of dead adventurers and goblins together. So we'll come back for that. I'm really curious where the people that were here went to.
Where did Shadowheart go? What is she doing over here? That was silly.
Swift as my feet can carry me. I'll take that.
I can cross over. A cave. I wonder if it connects to the grove as well. Those feathers.
Tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Oh, Owlbear. Oh, that's right. There was a diary that talked about Owlbear. It should be near where Karlach is. I think she's on the other side of these rocks. So we have to cut through over this way. Looks like it. Oh. I do want to see her. But we should probably explore over here first. Where is Astarion?
Must be on my way.
Why do they keep going over there? Strange.
I'll give it a shot.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
Perhaps it's the one that Karlach came out of. Well, before we go to look at an Owlbear.
Might be useful. That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Oh, there's the cup that I was talking about.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it.
I saw it earlier.
An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
In my current state, the Owlbears would probably
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat. It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse. You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Okay. Hopefully they don't have a problem with me looking around.
What's hiding here?
None of it is red. Oh, except the neck. I did not touch the egg. Okay.
Into the shadows.
We'll leave the cub alone. Oh good, it finally worked. Oh dear.
Battle of wits.
Don't want to get attacked by the cub. That's unfortunate.
Let's end this.
Just never come over here to protect me. That seems to have been a good call. Can't reach. Why not? Can I reach here? Uh-oh. That's good. Uh-oh.
My wounds are too much to bear.
There. Okay. And then I succeeded my concentration target. Oh. Oh dear.
Creator, destroyer.
Need to stay focused.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Oh, well.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
No. Just, give it some food.
Hungry. Food.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
Oh, well, food, I guess.
Cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
Animals tend to grow up pretty fast. And I'm glad that killing it with the inflict wounds still makes it edible.
No time to rest.
Wonder if it...
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge
We'll talk.
himself on his
No,
dead
it's
mother.
not going to talk to us. Well, this should last it for a while anyway. We'll leave it some food. You can pick up the egg. Potentially raising an owlbear? Yes, absolutely. This is mine now.
These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
I don't want to sell it, I want to raise it. There's lots of heavy stones in here. What's this?
Looks like a shrine to Seluna over there.
There's been lots of references to Seluna. Seluna's seal. Heretics. I'm assuming just anyone who doesn't follow her. Hopefully I don't get smited for taking these. Oh. A perception.
What's that?
Just an old prayer.
You're a cleric.
A Selunite prayer. How useful.
A prayer. Curious symbol next to it. Well, saying a few words won't hurt.
I'm not sure what that means.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay. Try opening it.
Hello. I need a different approach, clearly.
Or you can make another check.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Sorry, Gil. Oh, it's just a save. There's no way to open it. Maybe she will know since she's a cleric.
What to do?
Oh, this allows the guidance cantrip.
My faith protects me.
Oh, that's nice. We did come across a few undead earlier. Medium armor, so only Shadowheart can wear it. And she is a cleric, so dealing extra damage to undead would be nice. That looks good on her.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes? How delicious.
We should get a star and a knife.
Someone there?
I probably dealt so much damage to him because, you know, he's a vampire. I'm almost tempted to have him touch it again.
Alright, what now?
Can't pick it up either. Okay.
Need to find a way forward. Anything of use?
Looks like a pack. That's nice. Ledge of some sort.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Oh.
That might be worth a look.
Nice. I'm glad so many useful things can be found around here. That arrow will be good for Starion. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go. Well, that was unfortunate. I really didn't want to get in a hostile situation with Owlbear.
Let's see.
I suppose getting hostile when someone gets up close to their egg is a very reasonable action to take. Okay, so I saw this just down the river from where Karlach was.
Don't mind if I do.
A dog? Maybe a wolf? Scratch.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
Oh, well.
I told you to go.
Oh yeah, I can add my own guidance now.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
He is dead.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
You will not. Shout at no. I feel like that would be pretty pointless.
We were attacked. cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil. He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
Okay, thank you.
No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
That would be nice. To have an owlbear and a dog. Would be very cool. Well, good thing he didn't get mad at me. So, Gomlik is the name of the person here. They were headed back to Baldur's Gate. Tax on travelers. Postmaster General Donzo. Seems he was a good messenger. Someone named Nine Fingers. A graveyard for M. Kirwin. Should have an area where I want to keep stuff like this. I can deliver these letters. This is the contract that Eridan gave. Adventurers wanted Oroacan, Orcanis of Ascalta, Recluse of Rasmus Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifact in Night Song for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply, vainglory and incredible fortune assured. Interesting. I think I'd keep that. Draws letter I don't need to keep. Something that was cackling with two legs, and pretty sure those goblins were somewhere nearby. Hey there. Must have been talking about those. There have been lots of goblin attacks. I do want to go find Karlach. We'll have to come back here. Wyll was looking for her, so we should probably bring him along. Sorry, Gil, you're gonna have to leave again.
You feel as flattered as I do. Fighting to dine with a devil.
Flattered? No.
Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his
I will
bluster
take the
fool
word
you. All
for
that
it.
talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
Trying to outwit a devil would be like trying to verbally outmaneuver a hack. It's just a bad idea.
There's no such thing as an absolute certainty.
Let me play the devil's advocate.
The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the Hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
I'm sure that you are projecting right now.
By figuring out his true intentions.
And how do we do
Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So
he wants
for
the
now,
tadpoles.
we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Well, if the devil wants the tadpoles, then it should be enough of a bargain to just let him have them. Okay. Oh, that's right. I went to talk to him so that I could get him to leave. Don't be shy. Everybody jump. Oh.
One with the weave. To new horizons.
It was not that difficult.
There is work to do. This way.
Keep a blade close.
Goodness gracious.
Over here.
Let's get going. Moving in.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I need you to leave again.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
It is not unwise.
I'll be in the...
I found Karlach.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Oh, probably. Well, I will not make conjectures right now.
All right. Anything more we should discuss? That's the spirit.
Oh, there's a fight open up. There might be a fight ahead. I'm familiar with being a warlock. So he has a pact with the devil. Interesting.
Let's move.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there.
Maybe I need more pockets.
This is Will's interaction, so probably should have him go up. Oh.
One horn, the stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us.
Or servitude. That's not how the connection works.
I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Forced servitude? No.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
No, she is a tiefling. Tiefling. Those are not the same.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well,
Mouna.
soldier.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Evil?
Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack
Seems
dog.
I need to do some
played along
research on
until
the
I could
Nine
get
Hells
the
as well.
fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I do like the sound of that.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Oh, Starian's injured.
I would object, but sitting by the fire while you do all the hard work sounds marvelous, actually.
Of course it does.
Excellent. Let's go.
You're so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
No one back home will ever
Cruel work.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
These boots have seen everything.
Maybe the source is another devil. I just remembered
Making me sweat.
that we have a speak with dead. We could have done it on the body earlier to figure out where those people went. Maybe we can go back. This might be interesting.
I wonder what the next move is.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Vance. Toll collector.
I only get 5 questions.
Jumped. To escape. Broken.
Okay, what?
Gold. Basement. Locked. I fell. Dropped key. Anywhere. Away. Safety.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
That's a lot of blood. Nose.
He's still alive, so that's progress.
Soldier, up to.
I've got a long road ahead.
Hello.
There's no time to waste.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Infernal servant. So long I've forgotten. Why? The pact. Power. Fallen. Lady Zariel.
Well, this confirms what she said about them.
Power. Strength. Zariel's brute destroyed me.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Well, that settles it.
Interesting.
Keep that beast away from us, you hear? Me, the beast? Now that's fucking rich.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Karlach, there you are.
Greetings, motherfucker. Ready to die?
That's right, Karlach. So now is in the hells. I could see why her ladyship wants a murderous brute like you back.
Her ladyship. Zariel really has you under her thumb, doesn't she? Pathetic.
Rage all you want, Karlach. Burn with the might of the hells. Zariel will find you, and she will bring you back in pieces. Then again, maybe she'll just leave you here, far from home, with an infernal engine for a heart, slowly burning you to ash from the inside.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Whoa. I see.
I found my mark.
Nice.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Cut it out. It's worse than gnolls out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Only thing you give a dragon is bad gas.
Doesn't look like the map has figured out that we're in a fight. It's strange. I feel like there's a crash coming with that, so I'm just gonna save real quick.
Smell blood.
That's cool. Destructive, but cool.
Talk to me. On my way.
She went up to the second floor, and I would like to see that. Oh dear. Oh dear.
No time to waste.
Come on, can't stay idle.
No, not this one. If he hits me with one of those smites, I'm definitely down. Good, Karlach. Can't do anything now.
Tactical.
The missile snaring gloves was a good investment.
Making my move.
Where do I go from here?
No way, she should have made it through that doorway, but that's okay. I feel like she'll have better luck doing something.
This'll help.
Can't give up.
We'll just have to let Wyll handle it up there.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
I think she lost it a little bit.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Jeez. Oh. Jeez, she's lost it. We do still need to loot. Okay, we'll just leave her with that. Just let her have it.
Have to keep going.
We'll wait till the flames die down. Oh dear.
That ought to do it.
Okay. Well, we're still burning.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Like you're on fire. Slightly mad, to be honest. Are you okay?
Who? Me? This is the best day I've had in years.
Is it? That's really unfortunate.
Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets.
That's
But it's a bit early
unfortunate.
in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the
We're
scar
kind
show
of
for later.
pretty deep in
after
yours
we've
already,
worked up
though.
an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced
Well,
down
the
those
mechanic we saw at the
paladins,
Tiefling camp
they let slip
did
there
say
was an
he...
infernal mechanic in the area.
Yeah, that.
A Tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Yeah, he's at the Grove.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Okay. We'll go once we're able to properly loot the place. If you're done burning it up.
But that will fit in my bag.
The stained, well-thumbed pages filled with traveling advice that seems to be decades out of date. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the risen road, running parallel to the river Chornthor. The Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, and was proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternate to the river barges that sail the Chornthor. A portion of the road approximately halfway between Elturel and Baldur's Gate has in recent years developed into an enclave for Selûne worship. There's Selûne again. With a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, was developed alongside the temple and could provide food and shelter to weary travelers. Farther east lies the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price. Moonrise Towers, huh? In the village of Moonhaven.
Something good here, I
Selûne is the... Oh, she destroyed the ladder to get up there. Okay. Well... Yeah. So Selûne is the goddess of light and the moon, I guess. And there was a war between her and, I'm assuming, another god or goddess named Shor. Which is what we saw in one of the books. Oh, Revivify scrolls. A lot of them. That's good. Pleasurable Deal. This is an expert from the play A Pleasurable Deal, banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content. Its scandalous nature led to a number of widely disrupted and illicit printings. Narrator. Come here, fair folk, a tale now lost to time. In grief this man well sunk to depths sublime. A gift he sought to win his lady's heart. Our Cambion smiled, for now the game did start. Enter Robert, male tiefling, crying Carlista's stage right, flash of smith. Carlisto. Weep not, young man, though free your wife has fled, and comfort found in comrade's arms in bed. She licks her lips and cries his name, oh my, and now seek you to the apple of her eye. Robert, how does a stranger know such things, I ask? Carlisto, I watch you from the shadows, and I see your shame and grief for nature's milady. You seek to win your lady and her bed, to have your name upon her lips instead. Robert, you know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe. Carlisto, of you I know you seek a larger hoe. To plough, fair maid, and sow a seed to grow. But lack do ye a mighty horn and mast, with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. Interesting. Hello, conversational.
Seems simple enough.
There is no shame in good smut, or so I have been told. The Lords of Madness, Volume 4. I don't like starting in the later series of a book. It says, of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as yearningly as Yunogu. Though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion, there is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world via his chosen, gnolls. But how are gnolls created? First, a chosen of Yunogu must do as their master wills. Kill a hyena that then feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim. A gnoll is born of the glutton belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They are not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation is itself an offering to Yunogu, funneled directly to him. Some may envy the gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles make their way through the dark of night. Cackles? That's what Scratch mentioned, that they were cackling. So maybe it was a gnoll instead of a goblin. If you should find yourself the object of gnollish pursuit, burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. That is fair. So we'll mention the road to Moonrise Towers. This is the toll that gets you to there, but it looks like it's been destroyed. Perhaps an avalanche? Something seems to have happened.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Another waypoint.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
It was
We
a
are
great
very
scrap.
injured.
A hungry
I'm going to have his
minotaur
rest.
Wind back in my sails.
flesh.
Minotaur, huh? We call them minotaurs on my world. They're not the most difficult beast that you'll ever encounter. Something saved. That's a lot of wood. It's a gnoll. Oh. We were warned before that there's no discussing with gnolls. So it looks like we just have a fight that's on our hands. If we had a starry in here, we'd have since it can't see us, we'd have an advantage with his sneak attack. But I'll have Karlach take charge.
Need to learn the hard way.
All the gnolls were fighting.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Interesting. Maybe I just pushed them. Oh, that's right.
What's next, I wonder?
Okay. They are all collecting together. Good news for us. Since I don't have a super big AoE. Yeah, I do have Shatter. That will probably help here. Why weren't we able to go? . Oh dear. They're not as grouped up as I would like them. Oh, okay. Okay.
Take two.
Can't even catch my breath.
Where the shot?
What should I do?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Very nice.
A little help, please.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Oh. Luckily I have 3 revival scrolls. Uh-oh. Okay. We're gonna have to do this a little more strategically.
One day I'll catch a break.
So they have archers. That are able to shoot quite a few times consecutively. And a good amount of them are grouped up right there, and the main chunk is right here. So, should probably do an AoE right there. Which means that I'm up.
A long way to go still.
Never a dull moment.
I don't love the idea. So I'm gonna have everybody. That was strange.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't know you the ropes.
Maybe we should go talk to those people first and I'll actually join the fight. But then we would have to get into the tunnel. There's no... which means we would have to pass by a bunch of gnolls and... or not. Well, we'll see how this fight turns out.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Let's hide away for now. Get them to waste their turns. I'm actually in a really terrible strategic position right now, so I am going to restart.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I wonder if we can get to the guys over here. See if they would like to interact with us and join the fight afterward.
Don't be shy.
This will probably be useful in the fight, actually.
Nice.
Only problem will be is if I can jump over.
Don't burn yourself.
Maybe I don't need to jump over if she can take these two. And we can just walk through. Very nice. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Actually, I was thinking we just missed out on a chest, but that's usually a survival check. It's a big boulder. And a lot of strategically placed wine barrels. I really don't like the look of that, actually.
Me?
Oh. Uh-oh. Awesome.
Hey, good looking. Hang on.
Yeah, a trap. Okay.
Wits and blades always sharp.
So, Wyll with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Well, that was exciting. I do feel like these are going to be handy, so gonna have to ask people to hold them. I'm assuming we're gonna have to ask. We're gonna have to persuade them. Please move. Okay.
Never wanted the easy path.
To join.
Who the hell's... Get over here and help!
You weren't so keen to help earlier.
None of us are getting out of here alive.
Interesting. Interesting. I am more inclined to do this option simply because they were absolutely going to not participate if we didn't come to the cave first. So I will extort people like that.
Fine. Money's useless to dead men. There. You are fairly bought and paid for. Let's take them.
Okay. That's unfortunate. We are very much last. Okay. That was instant.
Down! I'll try to hold the rest back!
Being the leader? That's a lot of health. For taking the rest down, you're not doing a good job so far. Well, they are grouped up, which I appreciate. Hopefully I would like to try to take on the leader here. But I need a haste potion.
Fuck yes.
Ready.
Never a dull moment.
That's not a very high chance. I don't love that.
These boots have seen everything.
Well, I can't do this, otherwise it might get rid of the fire. Hoping hitting one of them hits multiple of them. But I did have an idea of doing the fear, but it will only reach that one. So... not great chances right now. Let's see. Their intelligence, charisma, and wisdom are low. Their dexterity isn't great. They had nothing to intelligence saves. Don't know. Wisdom save. Dex save. Wisdom. So, nothing that requires an intelligence save. So, I think I will just do another one then.
No holding back. 2 steps at a time.
That way it'll be difficult to get around. Hopefully. That's probably enough for them. Unless they pass right through.
Got to press on.
You don't add a lot to wisdom. But our save DCs are not very high right now.
Count on me.
That's unfortunate. I'll have to throw it next time then.
What's that?
Another day, another fight.
Let's finish this.
Not great odds here. But maybe... anything that spreads the fire will be good. Better get her out of
Fire,
range.
baby. I need your help.
Didn't end up using the barrels. very least, we'll be able to move. We should get out of line of fire as well. Over there.
Have to keep going.
Over here.
On the victor's path. Finding
Also
my
gonna
way.
have him though.
I'm ready.
Very nice.
What's this? Go on.
Oh.
Won't last much longer. That took the edge off.
Thank the gods that's over. Wish you'd been with us when the beasts attacked on the road.
You're welcome.
Might have been more survivors. I don't suppose you saw any of my crew alive out there.
You're the last one, I'm afraid.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Thanks, but that won't be necessary. We'll find help at Joaquin's Rest. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself.
Clearly.
You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Okay. Well, he did already give me info. But I would like to read his things.
Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it.
I mean, I don't really need a random chest.
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate.
That's
He gets
very
his
few to put your
shiny
life on the line for.
baubles. We get a handful of Tarenths.
Tarenths are the currency of the Zentarim, a network of merchants and mercenaries with few scruples.
Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's
That's
a
fair.
pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile. You know who we are. Very clever. And you probably also know it's not smart to interfere with Zent business. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
Easy. I do not need to get involved further.
With haste.
Karlach should have enough strength to make this pretty easy. Locked.
Open up.
That went pretty
No
easily.
one back home will ever believe this.
An open heresy. Few recognize Shara as a goddess of creation, or Selûne as a goddess of destruction, yet both are true. Born in the primordial ebb and flow of time, they forged Abir Toril together, and Shanti, mother of life, sprung into existence. Light and dark hung in perfect balance, embraced by Shar, enlightened by Selûne. Yet their creations were cold and distant, and Shanti prayed for warmth. This simple request divided the sisters, driving them to conflict, but it was Selûne that forced true flame into Abertorils, sparking the sun. How could Shar not be harmed by such a betrayal, forced to war against both the light of the sun and the light of the moon? As the goddesses tore each other asunder, they formed new gods and new conflicts, all for the sake of a little warmth. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. For those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. Interesting.
On my way. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
As soon as we don't have a starring, we run into a bunch of traps.
I'll be glad to see the back of this. Got nothing.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Yeah, I need a starring.
And just when...
More of what?
Very well.
Need something?
Yes.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead
Okay.
on. Trust no one.
Get the trap. Oh, there's also a trunk that Karlach has.
For a skeleton key.
What are those? Digging 15 temporary hit points. That's perfect for Karlach. Here you go. You can put that down.
Let's get going.
What a day. Symbol.
I just realized I did get distracted and we didn't end up looting the toll house. So, gonna have to go back and do that. I'm not jumping down here. Once we've looted this place, looks like he took the chest. The knoll had another parasite in it. That's interesting. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the tool house. Go down the hatch. And before I explore the hatch, I'm gonna have to call it a day. Oh, I'm not actually sure we can leave back this way. No. Boulder blocked. Well, we don't have to take the long way actually.
Yes, please.
Esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute reported by our agents in Eltergard will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between goblins and Losthorn Drow, Troll, and Dwergar are a particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornable, and Candlekeep. Let us hope these reports are received with the proper gravity for the safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Eltery, Editor-in-Chief. Findings from the Hinterlands. New edition. So it seems like this cult of the Absolute spreads further than the Goblin camp.
That corpse smells ripe. Enough time for its killer to have moved on.
We'll go ahead and ask this corpse some questions. And then I am going to have to get off after this.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Toll collector, Martin. Hiding. Frightened. Goblins. Laughing. Cutting.
Oh, goblins were here long.
Abandoned me and vanished.
That's the guy outside.
Better get to it.
Weren't able to find the key that the toll guy dropped. So, we'll loot here and then stop at the door. Astarion can start off doing his work.
Onward then.
So we'll save here and start off with Astarion unlocking the door for us and seeing what's beyond. Until then, have a good day, I suppose, and we will see you next time.